Hello, welcome to another month of our virtual Hooked on Books program. My name is Donna Lee. I hope you've been reading lots of great books this summer. Summer is the perfect time to do lots of extra reading, and of course there's so many great books to choose from. I'm very excited to introduce our new book for the month of August. We will be reading The Invention of Hugo Cabret by Brian Selznick. This is a highly acclaimed book that won many awards. It was actually made into a movie a few years ago, and the movie was also highly acclaimed. In fact, it was nominated for Best Picture at the Academy Awards. It was nominated for many other Academy Awards, and it actually won a few. So a very excellent film, beautiful to watch. Now, you might look at this book and think that it looks really, really thick and really hard to read. But in fact, half the book is told through words, but a lot of the book is actually told through illustrations. So it's kind of half a novel, half a graphic novel. So it's not that hard to read, and it's a lot of fun to read. It's about a boy named Hugo who actually lives inside a train station in Paris many, many years ago. He lives there alone, and he looks after the clocks at the train station. And he's a very curious boy. He's a very inventive boy who really likes mechanical things. But this book is about more than that. It's actually also about movies, and it's about the history of movies and about how movies were made and the beginning of the film industry. So it's a really, really fascinating book, and it's a lot of fun to read. I'm going to read you a little section. Hugo has lost his very prized notebook where he has a lot of his sketches and ideas in his notebook, and he wants to get it back. The old man slowly shuffled to the front of the toy booth. He was beginning to close up shop, lowering the front wooden grate, when Hugo approached him from behind. Hugo knew how to walk silently, but he let his feet fall loudly on the tiles to let the old man know he was there. "Pick up your feet, boy." The old man glanced over his shoulder. "I hate the sound of shoe heels clicking on the floor." The old man continued to close the grate and lock it. The halls of the station were nearly empty. Hugo knew the station inspector would be making his evening rounds at the other end of the station, and Hugo figured he had a few minutes before he showed up here. The old man finished closing up and double-checked the lock on his booth. "What is your name, boy?" Hugo hesitated. He was going to lie, but then for some reason he said his real name, Hugo. Hugo Cabret. "Listen to me, Hugo Cabret. I told you to stay away from me. I will drag you to the station inspector's office and lock you up myself if I see you again. Do you understand what I'm saying?" "Give me back my notebook." "I am going home to burn your notebook." With that, the old man glanced quickly at the clock across from the toy booth and headed out under the great iron ribs of the train station. He emerged through the golden doors into the dark streets of Paris. It was the end of winter, and a light snow had begun to fall. Hugo watched him go. It had been a very long time since Hugo had left the train station, and he wasn't dressed for winter. But within moments he burst through the doors. "You can't burn my notebook!" He shouted to the old man. "I can," came the answer. Hugo wanted to tackle him, to knock him to the ground and take back his notebook, but he didn't think he was big enough. And besides, the old man was strong. Hugo's arms still ached from where he had been grabbed earlier. "Stop picking the street with your heels," the old man hissed through his teeth. "And don't make me say it again." He shook his head and adjusted his hat, and quietly he said to himself, "I hope the snow covers everything, so that all the footsteps are silenced and the whole city can be at peace." That's where we're going to stop, but you don't have to stop. You can get a copy and read along with us. There are digital copies available through Hoopla, which you can access through our website. We also have some book club copies like this that you can arrange to borrow. You can contact our information desk or our Ask Us desk and arrange to pick up a copy at one of our branches. Of course, you do need a Vaughan Public Library's card to sign out any materials. We will have some activities on our website this month for this book, so there'll be a few activities for you to look for. We've had a lot of great activities over the last few months. We will also have a Zoom meeting at the end of the month, Tuesday, August 31st at 7 o'clock. You do need to register for the Zoom meeting through Eventbrite. We've had a lot of fun at our Zoom meetings the last few months. We've talked about some fantastic books, and we've also had a lot of fun doing different activities. So I hope you're able to read this book. It's a lot of fun. It's really unique. And I hope you have a great summer.